And many of the systems, they use, let's say, an eVTOL platform and try to add certain range extender components. And that would be kind of a battery dominant architecture where you're using a high energy density battery and then adding on a fuel cell system to get more range. The other one would be a fuel cell dominant, which would be keeping fuel cell as the leading propulsion device, and then just adding some battery capacity to handle the transients, uh, and then manage load transitions on the fuel cell. So that's the fuel cell dominant. And right off the bat, when we looked at the propulsion system mass calculation, there was a significant difference, about 350 kilograms between the two for a given range that we were targeting. And yeah, so very clearly when we ran the simulations, we saw the same thing. A fuel cell dominant variant, you're running the cruise pretty much all on fuel cell power. The battery is just there to support the takeoff portion and then hovering portion before landing. Whereas in battery dominant variant, you're consuming the battery. Fuel cell is pretty much running its best power point the whole time. And this approach is not really favorable from a weight perspective, and that's why we decided to then move forward with the fuel cell dominant uh, architecture. Did some screening assessment on the on the payload capacity. So set the fuel cell power, set battery capacity to figure out where do we have the minimum. Of course, it would want to go to as small as possible, but then you look at the power profile and make sure that it's following the profile. And below a certain, this Pareto front, is if you want to call it, below this Pareto, you wouldn't be able to follow the the drive cycle, or in this case, the power profile. And that was the key outcome from here, that okay, our optimization region is somewhere in this 300 to 450 fuel cell power system power max, and then high voltage battery capacity is about 18 to 24. So once we figured that out, we ran what we call as a genetic algorithm optimization. Um, just on a high level, I'll explain that that is just a way that our tool allows us to explore what's the right sizing and understanding the different trade-offs that we would see between as we're modeling the complex physics of the system. So very important to set the model correctly, and then you can, of course, do a lot of these optimization algorithms with it. And here it resulted in showing that, okay, from a fuel cell perspective, we wanted a stack voltage of 450, max power 366, battery capacity of 22 and a half, 31 kilograms of hydrogen, and that would give us a 410 kilogram max payload for this duty cycle.